Okay. So, let's see. The first thing here that we're going to be doing is Boggley Woods, which is the great tree, but they decided not to name it correctly. Now, they're going to make you suffer through some logos, and that's okay. We love logos. They help us remember who to thank for our fun. Alright, so the first thing here is I'm jumping to get further into the trigger line for the cutscene so I could get further toward the pipe while she's talking. Okay, gonna miss the pipe. Now, there is a puny stone that you have to put into several altars to make different things happen throughout the tree. The little number up on the pedestals will tell you how many you need. Luckily, it starts you with 11. So you can just do that, grab the puny stone, and keep going. Next up, we have to get our punies across a little ledge thing here. But there is this mysterious Boomer Ganger, which is what it's called. You'll see it flash there, Boomer Ganger. I don't really know why it's called that. I guess that was the translation for X-Naut at the time, so okay, Boomer. We're going to use our disgusting amount of items to deal with stuff. Alright, hopefully this works. I usually like to have them all fall cleaner than that. Alright, looks good. Now next up, there are... Wait, hang on. Sorry, there is the first puny glitch where if you get too far away from the punies, both vertically or horizontally, they'll kind of get scared out of your party, kind of like Pikmin. But if you go down and do pretty precise, but I'm not willing to say like frame perfect or anything, I don't know the frame window jumps, the thing that checks the punies for like distance doesn't get updated, so they stay with you so you don't have to like go around all of this shit. Next up, we have a jabby fight here. I purposefully ended with Pikmin 2 because it's the one that's going to make me kind of suffer the least, and also the hype. Like, this is a lot of tricks that are kind of silly and I don't fully understand. As far as Splinter Cell goes, I'm not going for any strats that are high reset, because there's really nothing in that game that's that worth going for after Paper Mario, of all things. Mario Pinball, I mean, either it's going to be okay or it's not. We'll see what happens in real time. And then Pikmin 2, like, once we get there, like, we have a run. I can complete a C-Mail run. Anyhoodles, we battled a 10 Jabby Hive and have gotten a blue key to go free the other 90 punies that we're going to be working with. But because of, for no other reason other than a skill issue for something later on in the segment here, I'm actually going to battle these spider guys here. Especially this guy. I have a big skill issue with this guy. The other one, I can get this trick a little bit more, but it's not the biggest deal. Oh, shit. Alright, good. Alright, cool. Alright. So, anyway, we're going to go free the punies now. Now that my skill issue has been taken care of. However, we have to get Flurry back out so we don't screw up this Piter this time. Now, I've gotten okay with dodging these guys, but the bush got into my way there. So, it's all good. Damage doesn't matter, especially in Boggly Woods. Like, you have way more health than you actually need. Alright, let's hope I don't mess this up again. I'd like to just move on from this. Nope, looks kind of off again. I thought I had this more down pat. Alright. That was not pretty, but there's no second part to that sentence. It literally probably would have been faster to just, like, fight him at that point. Alright, so we're going to leave the punies there because we're going to kind of come back to them later. It's blowing on it at a certain point as it comes downward, so it doesn't scare the punies away, because they're really afraid of the Piters. So I only have to do that one time in the run, so I'm not that concerned. Like, I'm kind of expecting a little bit of, like, slop for a while with some of the other games that aren't Pikmin 2. So, we have the, blue key here so we can go and free the rest of these punies. Now, the demo accidentally prevents you from using a really cool glitch where you store particles to negate the purpose, or to my knowledge, you store particles while the start screen's pulled up for like 90 seconds to like overflow something. And then you activate another cutscene, but it starts us after the cutscene that's normally used to activate the glitch is already activated, so it's more difficult to use. Alright, here's another puny glitch. Alright, good. That one's a little bit more lenient. And we picked up all of the items that we needed, so, like, life is actually pretty good right now. Alright, we're getting ready for the glitch. Who's ready for TCB to do a big boy TTYD speedrunner glitch? Not yet, but it's coming. First, we have to get this stupidity. Oh, nice. We got it. So, we have to go fight the Jabbies, and then I'm going to perform a glitch. That's my, spoilers. Wait, why do I only have 77 punies? Wait, what the hell? Can we... wait. Okay, guys, please don't do that to me ever again. I was like, I entered with 101, like, dear God. Like, how did that happen in an empty room? Nevertheless. And I am honestly not even my favorite speedrunner, so I appreciate the compliment. Oh my god, guys, please kill them. Guys, what is the problem? Is there one that's evading them? Yeah, Poonies are really just Pikmin, honestly. Alright, I'm going to take out Goombella for this because Flurry is kind of gets in my way visually. Alright, here we go. Yes! We got it. We got it. Now let's follow up by messing this up. Nice, we got that too. I'm actually really happy with this split. Now, there is a glitch that I could do here. It's fine. No, it's not. Why do those 24 Punies hate me? Like, they really are not, like, TCB fans, honestly. And, like, I kind of think they should be a TCB fan. Apparently, TCB's not even a TCB fan because he just threw himself off of a ledge. I really should take out Koops for that glitch room. I don't know. Honestly, if only TCB fans are allowed in chat, like, I'm pretty kind of scared for that chat. But also, what up, Nubtub? My man, the professional Nubtub, the hacker that broke open the puzzling demo disc that has plagued society for a few minutes. Alright, so that was, in my opinion, the hardest thing I'm going to have to do in the Paper Mario segment. I'm trying to think, are there any other things that can really go wrong this segment? I mean, I can always somehow fail the Lord Crump fight. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping, all in all, for sub 2 hours. And we'll kind of see where I go from there. Because obviously, like, there's other... Jesus Christ, guys. Like, keep up. Now, I am actually going to, have to hard reset here because you'll soft lock at the end of this level because this should have reset like 3 minutes ago. But Nubtub took out that part of the demo disc, so we all Gucci. Now, normally in like an all Crystal Stars speedrun, you'd have to double back to get the super boots. Because this level ends after the Lord Crump fight, I really don't care. So we're not even going to bother with the super boots. Also, those Punies are no longer necessary, so we leave them down here for all of eternity. The end. Anyway, so we have to fight these here Boomer Gangers. Okay, Boomer Gangers. Also, I do apologize upon if there's any, like, speedrunners ever watching this video and I'm explaining something from their respective game series wrong. Please leave a very, very hostile and volatile comment in the video comment section down below. And at me if you could so it appears at my notifications. Otherwise, I will miss your comment. It's not because I don't care about you, it's because I'm very disorganized as a person. That's what I got. Alright, so I am, like, not unhappy with Boggly Woods thus far. I just gotta get to Lord Crump, which is, like, coming right up here. And I see that there's chat messages, so I have to look at that, but... This is pretty brain dead after this. At some point, I feel like I should have activated that switch, but that's a problem for another day. Oh god, Nubtub. Don't leave those type of comments. You will get banned from YouTube. Like, TCB commenting on his own CMAL videos is brutal. I once called myself a cotton-headed ninny muggins, I'll have you know. Alright, so the Lord Crump fight is actually, like, free. So you also get no boss music because they didn't put that in. So he is 30 HP, so I do 5 attack to him in the first phase. Use a shooting star for a total of 11 attack here. And now, because it's honestly faster and I can get away with it, I just fail the other 2 action commands here. So, shoutouts to Nintendo for giving us 2 shooting stars and 2 thunder rages to start this level. And even if they flip Koops, it doesn't matter because you can just use Mario here to take them out. Alright, so the split will be taken on stage cleared, and when, like, the little, like, curtain... Sorry, the curtains close. Jeez, I forgot the word curtain there. And we also learned the move Earth Tremor, you know, famous Earth Tremor from Chapter 2 of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Cube. Also, I am just realizing this, and I am a little annoyed at myself. I don't do Hooktails Castle. I actually do the Star Crystal Fields second, so I'm actually lying to you guys right now. This is a treacherous offense that will be met with pretty much no consequence on my end. So, I'd say you guys deserve better, and you actually might. Yeah, no, like, the demo is just like, dude, like, could you please just, whatever you're doing, we will become Japanese for you, just stop. Alright, so as far as this segment goes, there is a glitch that I am perfectly willing to learn if somebody who knows anything about TTYD sits down and, like, teaches me. Because I don't actually know how to tap jump, and I am tired, and at this point I'm too embarrassed to ask. So, like, there is a trick where you could save like 20 seconds, but instead I'm going to actually go and activate a switch. But the bigger thing is I have to avoid some encounters. Alright, so here normally you would do some frame perfect jumping stuff to like jump into the river, respawn, jump up. And somehow I got into an encounter. I am a legend. I'm not really sure how to do that, and I've tried it a bunch to no avail, and honestly, it's like... Normally, if you don't activate the enemy there, this is actually not that slow. Hey, Star, I would say you probably... It depends. You know what? Yeah, I would say go for it because it'll make Splinter Cell and Mario Pinball less painful to watch. Although Splinter Cell, like, is not that bad. Now that, like, the speedrunning community for Splinter Cell actually, like, helped me learn stuff. Like, the beginner strats. So, like, I actually am, like, pretty okay with Splinter Cell. And it's the only one that has, like, a built-in checkpoint system of all the demo levels. So, like, if you fuck up, you're, like, not really that far away from, having to just, like, go back for, like, another 20 seconds. And it's kind of hard to mess up. Alright, so this is not that exciting. You basically just run to the end, and he's just like, "Too special stage now." Bowser would be like, "Let's go." Like, who's ready for me to go and get, like, worst possible Concrete Maze 2? Like, imagine having to do 40-plus minutes of, like, other games just to get bad Concrete Maze RNG. No, it's absolutely not bad that you were having fun with pinball, because it's not in and of itself a bad game. It's just, like... It's the only thing where, like, it was very unnatural to try to figure out what was going to be the speedrunning goal for that. That was my biggest complaint with pinball. Alright, so I have actually, on a piece of paper, the items I have to use for the fights written down because I can't remember all of them. So in this one, they start you out in this stage, and Koops is like, "Hey man, you should go back." But I get they wanted the castle, like, opening thing as, like, their opening scene. So anyway, the few things I am gonna do here is key jump, which is pretty much the same basic technique that brought you the Super Boots skip, is that I'm going to get to a ledge, kind of pop out a little bit, jump up, tap up, and then, oh, I'm going to get into an encounter there, yeah. To avoid, like, a little cutscene thingy, but I don't do window jump because it saves 8 seconds and loses 30 if you mess it up, and that's just not a trade I'm willing to make in this run. So Koops is going to be like, "Hey man, this is my dad." And we're going to say, "Koops, even if it is your dad," which it's not, and we all know that from playing the game, "we're never going to let you read it, buddy, so it's okay." Koops will think that that was his father, and I just told him to leave it. Alright. Cool. Nubtub, I don't know what your message is there. I think I spelled all stages right. If I didn't, I can't catch it right now because I'm trying not to get attacked by dry bones. Bah, 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 bah. Okay, but in all seriousness, here is like the one little, like, I'm not even really willing to call this a full glitch that I'm willing to do. Alright. Messed that up, so I'm just gonna do the backup strat and move on. Not usually what I go for, but it's fine. Alright. Not the prettiest key jump, but I obviously have practice to do with CTYD. Whoa. I've practiced in pretty much all... yeah. I practice in pretty much all the games except for Pikmin 2, obviously. I think I've practiced CMAL enough there. Honestly, I'm trying to get attacked by dry bones, too. And I forgot that you can't jump through that. This is not that game. You have to hit them with their hammer, your hammer, to make them go flying. Alright, so Paper Mario definitely has room for improvement. I mean, it hasn't been bad, it just hasn't been that good either. So, here's a little fun fact for you. In Japan, they have, like, their yes and no things up and down. So, like, normally you have to answer, yes, I understand, but in that one, you actually have to say, no, I don't understand for it to stop. How the hell did the Paragoomba get over there? Huh. Unless I'm, like, hallucinating, I'm pretty sure the Paragoomba's not supposed to be there. But it is very possible I am just, like... I thought it was supposed to be the... Dry Bones is to the left, and the Paragoomba's... No, sorry, the Dry Bones is the far side, and the Paragoomba is the close side of that room. No, you actually don't, Pi. Even if you could get it, there's no way to equip it. If you open your pause menu, the only thing you can go to is party. Hooktail actually just is like in a state where you can attack her, thankfully. Otherwise, this would pretty much be like get to Hooktail or something for the clear. I'm sorry if I'm cutting off weirdly while I'm speaking. I had fast food for the first time since the Pikmin meetup tonight, and I'm actually, like, dying of, like, indigestion over here. I realize I probably sound, like, kind of stupid when I'm speaking and then just randomly cut off. I mean, I deserve it, but, like, I'm actually, like, kind of regretting it. Well, because Sam wound up having, like, developing celiac disease, and we found out about it, so we've been eating pretty much only naturally gluten-free foods. And in fast food land, there's really nothing that's naturally gluten-free or safe for her to eat. So we've just been avoiding it at all costs. Which has actually saved me a lot of money, honestly. And has kind of, like, made me feel a little bit better right up until tonight. And now I feel like I'm gonna die. Alright, cool. I avoided him. I was not really expecting to avoid him. Alright. So Miss Mouse makes an appearance because Miss Mouse is kind of cool. Alright, we got the castle key. There is no way to avoid this encounter, so we're just going to have to go into him. And then I'm just going to, like, sprint across the way here. Well, I had that little invincibility bump. Okay, now the next guy that we're about to face is, like, the actual biggest dick ever. Yeah, he's actually, like, pretty bad. I messed up the lore a little bit, so let's try this. Come on, bud. Really? I was holding X, dude. And it just sent it back. I really don't know what to do. Come on. That was really weird. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Come on, buddy. I was messing up and I didn't even notice it, that the thing had to be down. Well, like I said, Paper Mario definitely has room for improvement. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Alright, I'm kind of upset on, like, my own behalf on that one. Yeah, so luckily, even though this particular split has been, like, kind of painful, Paper Mario's almost done. Then Splinter Cell and Pinball go kind of quick, and then we're into Seamal territory. And then definitely have to do some practice for Hooktail's Castle. Alright, I usually wind up in an encounter on this bridge. It's just kind of hard, especially with the spiked Goomba at the end. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, it's kind of hard to avoid that one because he's just, like, that's a really narrow exit way, so I just don't worry too much about that. Alrighty. Yeah, Nubtub, usually if the computer smells like it's burning, you need to put your head and, like, nose a little closer to it. Like, that fume is good for you. But also, in case you actually do that, don't do that, and, like, probably shut off your laptop. So, by the way, Hooktail is still in Japanese, for anyone who's interested. Alright, so he's gonna go and nom on some of the crowd members. Then we just gotta finish him off, and then we'll be good to go. So, we're about to go into Splinter Cell. So Splinter Cell is actually kind of cool. It is most of the first level, and I'm pretty sure it has like a 10-minute demo, like, reset timer. Normally, this is actually, Splinter Cell is one of the ones you can actually get to, like, all of the content that they had planned for you in the demo time. Because, like, honestly, it's kind of a hard game to, like, pick up that quickly, so people don't usually get to the end, I could see. Right, so Koops and his father will be reunited, as TCB is, like, constantly getting heartburn. Okay, Splinter Cell is a game in which case you are Sam Fisher, and your thing is like stealth. So you're not taking out the bad guys per se. You're like knocking them out, you're sneaking past them, you're doing all sorts of things. Now, the visibility in the game is very bad, I will just be the first person to say. So I'm gonna actually help everybody, including myself, out by using a vision that makes me, like, just things black and white, but it's the easiest thing to see in the game. There's not a ton of glitches or tricks used in Splinter Cell, but I'll try to be pretty detailed about it. Now, I have to be very careful to not die in an explosion or that will crash the game in this demo. Which is, like, kind of funny. It's really not that hard to avoid dying in an explosion, though. But if I do die in an explosion and I crash the game, we're just going to do runs tomorrow because I'm not going to have energy in another 2 hours. Alrighty. So, the first thing we have to go through in Splinter Cell here is, like, kind of their tutorial phase.
Fisher, welcome back to the front.
So, basically, it's going to be like, hey, in order to grab a ledge, run toward a ledge and press Y. Hey, in order to grab a ladder, run toward the ladder and jump at it. It's nothing, like, terribly hard. The graphics are terrible compared to today's games of this nature, but, like, remember, this is 2004 for the Nintendo freaking GameCube.
Let me reintroduce DP Brunton, our interagency consultant. He's got an update
This is
for
not
the
a bad game. It's just, it's definitely not really my cup of tea. I think it's very linear in nature, but I do like it a little, actually, now that I've gotten a little bit better with it.
Leave anything to Lambert
So,
can say to Lambert. I don't
now
want
that
the
we've
voices
come
in
over
my head.
here, we have to go over and pick a lock, which is essentially the always the same combination, where you have to, like, hold a direction on the control stick until the controller vibrates, and then you have to continue holding it, and it'll pick it in that direction. So right here's our first checkpoint as we jump down this little ledge. Now, we're going to have to knock out a few guards in order to get through here and interrogate our friend Shetland. So the first guard is going to be coming up here in a minute. Now, once again, shouts to the good community of the
I hear somebody.
Splinter Cell for teaching me this game. So you go and you punch this guy out, and you just basically make a break for the
Landmines might
checkpoint
spoil
here.
my
And
pleasant
Fisher's like, hey, I don't like landmines. And quite frankly,
Heaven
neither
forbid.
does TCB,
Fisher,
because if
activate your
they
thumb
go
to
off,
spot
his
the
game
mines.
crashes. So we're going to do a very basic maneuver here that normally there is a speedrun skip for, that you could just jump over the landmines. But if I mess that up, the last 40 minutes of TTYD does not count, so it's not really worth it. Alright, so that's the first game crash time. Now the second one is going to be coming up shortly. So here we are going to have to do an interrogation, which is kind of a cool aspect of this game, but for the speedrunning aspect is absolutely not. You grab a character, put him in a headlock, and advance his dialogue. You can walk around during that time, which is kind of cool. We get to where we need to go way before dude stops talking, so that's coming up. But first we just have to knock out another guard real quick. So we're going to open up this door. I don't know what happened right there, but we're just going to move on. Alright. Come on. Come on. There we go. I guess I was a little too far over. Alright, so we got our another guard here, and we're like, yeah! Knock his ass out, and then we just kind of run. Now we jump down here for another checkpoint. Now what's going on is, like, there are guards around this area, but if you just run like this left route, you're not gonna like make any of them notice you, and then you'll spend a short time running through the water, so that'll make them freak out on the intercom there, but it's good. Alright, so as we go, we have another lock to pick.
I've got a man in my way, Lambert.
Alright, and
How
here's our
flexible is
first,
my
well,
soul
here's
for
the
power?
interrogation.
As a rock. In fact, we want you to What are you doing? The mission is over.
He didn't behave correctly. Sometimes, like... Sorry about that. I haven't failed that in a hot minute, but sometimes you get kind of stuck on his stool and you can't grab him.
I've got a man
So I
in
messed
my
that up.
way, Lambert.
Alrighty.
How
Let's
flexible
try that
is my
again.
soul
Usually
for
that's a
power,
lot
Lambert?
easier to do.
As a rock. In fact, we want you to make a new friend.
Bro, like, talk to
I
me.
need him.
Alright, cool.
I'd be willing.
I know a little.
Good deal.
They have gun.
I'm shocked.
My men plan
Escort who?
nothing.
Escort.
Ah!
Escort.
Ah!
Escort who?
A fake leg.
A fake leg? Well, I could see why he needs an escort then.
Go
You
ahead
need
and
real
kill me,
legs
that's
to
all
get
I
to the
know.
ladies. Alright, no biggie. Not a game crash moment, so, like, we don't really care. That was just weird. I just, like, and even the second time, I hardly avoided him, like, calling his other guys and making the thing reset. Once again, I'm just going to have to look into that. I got a little too used to just knocking everybody out all the time.
The flash notes confirm there was a hostage situation.
Alright, so here is like my least favorite section of what's going on. So right now, we have to duck down so this guy doesn't spot me over this window. Then they're going to be like, whoa, oh my god, did you see something? And believe it or not, this guy is going to check and then be like, no, I guess I saw nothing. Oh well, I'm hearing things and seeing things as I'm holding people hostage. Shrugs it off, shakes his head no. Oh man, old age comes for us all, doesn't it? Now this guy's still interrogating this guy, and they're looking to have a very pleasant conversation. They even thank each other during this whole interaction, like really courteous to one another. And then just like, honestly, like any other good interaction, you gotta be like, thank you, and then kill him. So hopefully that'll happen soon. He shoots him, then he goes, makes this guy turn, and now we're good to go.
Dear God.
Wait, what?
Losing hostages. The mission's over, Fisher. We're sending in Delta. Get out of there.
Did I activate one of the guards somehow?
The flash notes confirm there was a hostage situation. Indonesian
Okay, well,
militants.
that's really frustrating, but I guess is better than me accidentally soft-locking myself later, so whatever.
Challenge your objective.
So,
We need to know how much data was lost. Freeze, Fisher. Not a must.
alright, so just to give people a little bit of background what I mean by you can soft-lock yourself, there is a skip you can do where you can run past these guys and they'll start the dialogue foreseeing you, and they won't actually fail your mission, and you won't be able to, like, have your mission failed until you interrogate Shetland. So, it would soft-lock me into failing the mission.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, let's try this again. So, they're going to go ahead, they're going to talk to each other for a hot second. I'm going to go ahead and get going. Now, if I fall here, the game will crash because there's landmines down there, but it should be fine. I'm, like, being very conscious about not falling, so we'll see how long it takes me to fall.
I only have to keep you alive. I don't have to keep you comfortable.
Who's there?
Come on.
Fisher?
Alright, now we're going to interrogate Shetland.
I'm working alone.
Then who you with?
I'm here on damage.
Thank God.
Keep guessing. No.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Just wash your hands.
Alright guys, so here is this game's dated technology reference there on the cell phone. So he puts in this little data chip. Whoops. And that's that. So basically, they didn't program in the rest of the level after that because, like, why the heck would they? It's the demo. So there's a door there that doesn't go anywhere. So, it's over. Next up, we have Mario Pinball, which I have said successfully complete demo screen because you can literally just game over and get the same demo screen, like thank you for playing screen, as if you like do something good in the game. So I made it this way so this actually motivates you to like play the game a little bit. So here there is a thank you for playing the demo screen that you can get to by collecting a boss key. So the fastest boss to get to is PD Piranha here. Wow. Much wow. What you have to do is get 1 star, open up the 1 star door, and then get into a windmill once you're in there. So far, so okay. I was gonna say, like, I would prefer to get this before the pipe goes in. Good. So that bee is a pain in the butt there. Alright, good. Windmill is stopped. He's in. Alright, next up is time for PD Piranha, which is like some grade A animation skills right here. Wow, not a good PD Piranha thus far. Come on. Can we, like, get him, please? Wow, I am, like, choking PD hard right now. There we go. Okay. Good. Alright, so that's PD. Now we just have to get the star key. And then we're good to go. Come on. Come on. This is the worst part of Mario Pinball. Is like trying to get the exact stuff like this. I am going to be so pissed if I fell out of there before collecting the star key. Alright, it's like, thank you very much for playing Pinball Land demo, developed by Nintendo. Hi, that's not even, like, that was good. That was pretty smooth. Like, honestly, without Hooktail's castle kind of going terribly, this run is not awful. And here's TCB's confession. I have not actually played a CMAL run on this, like, demo disc, because why the heck would I bother? So I have no idea how many levels are actually here. We're gonna find out together. Oh, Nubtub, I'm definitely down to play Mario Party with you guys if you want. I love the new Mario Party thus far. So obviously we have to get all the cutscenes out of the way. Like, once you go near a key, it's like, oh my god, it's a key, and then the geyser's gonna show up and everything. The only thing that really frustrates me about this Pikmin 2 is that I don't have a rumble on it, so, like, I'm very used to playing with rumble, and I don't have it, and it makes me annoyed. I don't know, the demo doesn't have rumble. Alright, so now we get the key here. So, this is going to be, like, kind of a silly run for a while, because it's like, TCB does CMAL. Usually when TCB does CMAL, we don't watch TCB. But now that he's doing it, we're going to watch him. And it's fine, you shouldn't watch TCB play CMAL. That's not, like, a backhanded thing. Like, for those of you that don't regularly watch me play CMAL, that's good for your mental health. You should take that characteristic with you. I do not like that load time. That was a really long load time, which Might be indicative of loads to come. It might not be. We'll see. Come here, big boy. Hey, 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 hey. Come on. Yep. Only possibility of that happening in the demo percent run. Alright, whatever. Come on, guys. Honestly, not worth it at that point. Yeah, I kind of wanted to make charging work there, but it just wasn't going to work. I have to remember that this is the same thing as a Japanese menu, but in English, so I don't have to buffer anything. I can just hit A. What was I going to say? Well, thank you very much for the promotion, Star. I appreciate any help I can get in this harsh, harsh world. Come on, pick up the key. Okay. So yeah, definitely looking back, I have to practice Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I just have to clean up that one part of Splinter Cell, because other than that, like, that's fine. Even, like, that second part where I failed that other time, like, that was my fault for just going too early. Come on, good. Alright. So now, next up on the priority list is trying to figure out where an exit's gonna be. I don't have a great sense of it, though. But, like, you know, honestly, Star, it's good that you have conviction not to post in any of the game channel because it's like a drug. Once you post in one of the game chats, you want to just keep posting. And it's just, you don't want to go down that path. It's like Chorizo and his faucet water. Really very sad. Good cat, terrible faucet water addiction. Honestly, Nubtub, if we diagnosed ourselves with video game use disorders, we'd probably wind up with them. So that's why I don't, like, talk to psychiatrists or anything like that, because if I don't know about a problem, it's not actually a problem. That's fine. I'm going to bring my own faucet water, Star. Can't tell me where I can and can't drink out of faucets. I'll just bring faucet water from home like most normal people. Honestly, though, like, that cat had such a bad faucet water addiction. It was so cruel to watch. No, you can transport faucet water in your own water bottle, and then I can just set up the water bottle as, like, my own little faucet. That's what I meant. Although, honestly, like, that is a very deep philosophical question. Can you transport faucet water and have the same effect on chorizo? Probably not. I think the faucet is what he likes, personally. Alright, come on, Beatty. Why you gotta be like that? Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. Alrighty, let's see. I will kill off that guy, and you know what? I have time. Oh, that's annoying, really. LOL. LOL. That's really bad. That was not good judgment on my part to do that. I should have just went. Yeah, that was a silly mistake. It's also, like, not a great Twilight Garden, but, like, that was not made any better by my play there. Alright, so this one I have been red-pilled. Just knock down the Blowhog. Knock him down again. And just look. And I have been red-pilled by my own testing for this level. I thought it was more efficient to split the squad. It really isn't. I think the worst part about this is watching them have to, like, flower the symbols, the little leaf symbols. It's, like, driving me crazy. So this is definitely going to be sub 2. The question is, like, what becomes the goal time, and we'll figure that out together. But let's see. Alright, come on, guys. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Alrighty. Not the worst red chasm in the world. Yeah, the goal time is sub 1. I would say maybe like 145 or something would be feasible. Because this is probably going to land like around a 150 mid. Maybe like a 150 would be something that's feasible. Because what will be really cool is over time incorporating like more speedrunning strats into some of the other games, because at least as far as Paper Mario goes, there's probably some stuff I can do there to speed things up a little bit. Splinter Cell, there's a couple of things I could do to go faster by like 20-ish seconds. Mario Pinball, that was exactly how long I wanted that to take. In fact, that was actually kind of good. And C-Mail so far has been absolutely fine with a slight mistake on Twilight Garden. I was gonna say, like, could this body please come in and crush this, because I need help? That was almost really funny. It is invalidated because technically this is on Nintendo, and then I'm not using speed up read speeds on this because this is actually played from disk, but because your code was used to make it work, this would not be valid. Oh, that can definitely happen, Pi. I've seen that a bunch. Alright. Yeah, I definitely think, like, if I do wind up getting, like, a really good run of this game, I'll do, like, some sort of voiceover video of it. Just for, like, fun. But definitely not this run, because we gotta clean things up a little in the other games. Alright, who's ready for Shocky Boy in real time? I honestly am more stressed out about Shocky Boy than I am Concrete Maze. Because, yeah, honestly, Nubtub, I had thought about that the other day. If you just, like, did 3 high scores in each of the levels and then did a C-Mail run, you could do it without the save screen. Oh, good, and I'm also doing this without Rumble, too. This is all off of visual cues, guys. I had nothing but my eyes on that. Yeah, I'm more nervous about Shocky Boy than I am freaking Concrete Maze. But yeah, no PBs will be legitimate. I might, like, I don't know, we'll figure something out. Okay. That was the second thing I wasn't that happy about. Really, is Curtis somebody that doesn't like Rumble? I could see that. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Who's ready? Apparently not me. There's actually, the backup strat for that is really not terribly bad. Curtis be like the type of guy that doesn't like rumble controls on a GameCube game. Curtis also be the kind of guy to make unbreaking eye contact with another guy while eating a big banana. I was gonna say, like, where did he go? Yeah, honestly, ideally you'd want bitter spray for the Snagret there, but, like, this really is not that bad. Alright, here comes the concrete maze. The legendary concrete maze. Alright, let's take a look. I think I have a decent read. Alright. Good concrete 1, no complaints. Maybe I could have read the layout a little better, big if true. I actually could have just ran up here and got the key, but it's a little late now. Still perfectly good. Not a problem. Alright, this doesn't look good. I will be the first person to say that. Like, I do not like this general layout of 2 exits from the start. We'll see where it goes. Okay, there it is. Cool. I mean, like, is it good? No. Did I read it quickly? Yes. So, did they take the slow way back? I don't really know. Oh god, wait a second. Come here, come here. Stop moving, stop moving. Yeah, I'm just gonna sorta hope that... Alright, so I see what I have to do if it goes over there. There's the egg gate there. Back up here, there's that one and that one. Alright, that's kind of my plan. Okay. It must be up there then? Yeah, okay. Definitely not a great concrete maze. Not a terrible maze, though. Like, I'm not mad at this. Because, like, ultimately the key was in a bad spot, but, like, the whole read was kind of a skill issue on my part. I should have had a better exit read on that one. There really was no other place it could have been once the cutscene happened. Cool. Alright, we're out of here. Yeah, I didn't discover the faster way on 1. I didn't even read it in time. And then honestly, like, by the time I did, for the key to reroute itself, it would just be slower. So we're going with, like, a 5-minute concrete maze. Alright, honestly, like, the rest of the run kind of gets a little faster after Collector's Room. So, like, the run... Because it's, like, 15 minutes of the run. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. Maybe closer to 13 minutes of the run is Cavernous Abyss, Concrete Maze, Collector's Room. Oh god, having no freaking rumble on this stage is, like, kinda awful. So anyway, all in all, I think, like, pretty cool speedrun concept. Like, definitely can be, like, messed with and improved on. But, all in all, like, the bones are there for, like, a fun speedrun. Like I said, definitely practicing more of Hooktail's Castle is going to be big for me. Not bad, though. Definitely probably shouldn't be doing runs this late at night, because I can definitely feel my body, like, getting tired. I mean, it's only like 10:30 my time, but I'm used to getting up kind of early lately. Like, I've been up since this morning at like 6:30, so it's like, by the time like 10:30 rolls around, it's like, okay, I kind of want to go to bed in like the next 2 hours. You know what I just remembered? I actually have to, like, do 3-color training without a bitter spray on GameCube. Like, I've had such a pass on Switch and Wii version. I don't know. I've always been that way ever since I was a kid, though. Like, if I had to be up for school, so every day at school, I'd have to wake up at, like, 4:45 a.m., because I was the first bus stop at, like, 6. So it was really brutal in that regard. So, like, I am very used to just kind of waking up, like, dumb early and then falling asleep kind of early, too. Yeah, there was really not going to be a way of avoiding him grabbing the key, so I figured just let him have it and then break out. I mean, I've had a job for, like, I left my old job and then I wound up going back to, like, private tutoring because, like, I never let go of the company, but I just kind of went back to doing that more full-time. But that has nothing to do with me waking up. That's just me being, like, I don't know. I guess for the nub-tubs of the world, that is just me being a old person, because yes, I need to wake up a little earlier now because my TCB body wants to wake up early now. 1, 2... I'm also, like, not trying to be conscious through, like, any part of tomorrow. Well, that's sad. Alright, whatever. I I mean, then again, with, like, U.S. elections, you wind up finding out, like, 48... I mean, I think, like, this year it's going to be, like, 48 hours later we're going to find out. But, like, I'm just trying to, like, be sleepy all day tomorrow. Alright, kind of messed that up pretty majorly, but... Whoa. That was weird. Yeah, definitely, like, remembering how to play C-Mail, like, not a stupid person is going to be important to this. But, like, the C-Mail time losses I'm having are, like, very microscopic compared to, like, anything glaring like the TTYD stuff. Like, it's just kind of because I'm a perfectionist at this point with it, but it's fine. Like, this has been an absolutely fine C-Mail run. Few mistakes here and there, probably coming out to like 40 seconds so far, so it's probably been a little bit below average, but I don't know. Rusty TCB sounds, I suppose. Alrighty, so now next up we have Cave of Snarls. Now the run just kind of starts getting a little faster. I don't know, I might also use unlock read speeds because, like, if any of, like, the load times throughout the run could be taken out, that would be kind of nice too. Obviously, the less loads, the better. Alrighty, so, I'm trying to think of, like, the good C-Mail levels that are left in the run. We have Bully Den, I think is a pretty cool C-Mail level, I think. I don't know. See, what I really don't want speedruns of this game to turn into, but I have a feeling like it will, is just kind of like doing C-Mail, seeing how fast you go, then doing TTYD immediately after because it's the most volatile but has, like, the least, like, this has RNG and is volatile. TTYD is a little more volatile, but has way less RNG involved in it. And then the other two games basically have no RNG involved in them, which is good. I mean, I'm sure Splinter Cell does at, like, some level of it, but for my purposes, it really doesn't. I don't know, that kind of feels like what it's gonna wind up doing. Because it's like, you basically have to do like a speed run to get to Concrete Maze, feel out how good the Concrete Maze is, then go to TTYD, get as many of the skips in the game that you can actually get done. Alrighty, good, good, good. It's over half the length of the run. Like, I was a little disappointed, honestly. Like, I was hoping that the other games were going to have a little bit more content to them. Hey, Beverage Hall! Shoutouts to, I have to rename this, split here, Beverage Hall. Nubtubs, so this version of the hack in general is a by-hand translation of the Japanese games. So you're gonna see every now and again some, oh, let's just say, not intended stuff. So like, Boomer Gangers are X-Nauts. You're gonna see some like weird translations that just don't really fit the bill. So that's why you got things like star crystals instead of crystal stars. And then you got, like... I'm trying to think what else. Boomer Gangers for X-Nauts. Alright, so I have to rename that split later. Like Hooktail being left over in Japanese. Like, this game is essentially the Japanese, like, games by hand translated to English poorly. Alright, cool. I mean, I shouldn't say poorly, but like, because nobody was gonna play up to Rumbling Grotto in this demo. Yeah, honestly, there's no drinks in Beverage Hall in 251 either, so, like, you guys are, like, terrible people. Unless I'm mistaken, in which case you guys are still terrible people. Alright, not the best RNG here. But, like, you know, like, it's like, I don't... Yikes. Honestly, I'm just gonna let him do that again because I missed his head. Well, this is a kind of a mess. Well, I messed that up. Yeah, definitely just some rust of, like, playing the GameCube version of Pikmin. Like, I have to remember how to do period. Cap! At this point, Cap, no, all of the meaningful differences are kind of done, and we're just finishing up the run here. You missed TTYD, Splinter Cell, and Pinball. So this is essentially just, like, finishing crap up. But, like, the more interesting stuff was kind of done. That's also half of why I put Pikmin 2 last. Is, like, honestly, this is just less interesting than the other stuff. At least to me. Because, like, the only thing is language translations, and a lot of the text we wind up skipping. So, like, obviously we saw Beverage Hall IRL, which was kind of funny, but, like, there's nothing, like, terribly different for Pikmin 2 content-wise. So what they did is that they wind up using, like, timers for all of the games until the game resets itself. So it kind of looks like they gave you enough time where you should be able to complete, like, 9 levels. So I think they were just like, here is the entirety of challenge mode. It's not like anybody will ever get this far anyway. And then Nubtub came along. And Nubtub said, actually, we're going to get this far if it kills us. And luckily, it didn't kill us. Because he was willing to do it if necessary. Also, Cap, serious question from the chat here. Does faucet water have to come from running water specifically? Or, like, is that just essentially tap water? Like, what is Chorizo's preference? Because, like, I like Star's definition that it has to be a source of running water, but, like, Chorizo kind of has to just tell us, like, what the answer is. Oh, a faucet-shaped object. That's something I didn't really consider, honestly. So, like, could you transport faucet water somewhere? Honestly, this was a very rare case where I probably should have just left the key with only one Pikmin. You usually don't do that because it's bad. But this would have worked. Alright, I'm gonna shut my window. little too cold in here. Alright, abduction den. Oh, we got top to bottom layout, too. Hopefully the jelly float is close. The jelly float is, in fact, not close. No, wait, yes he is. I was gonna say, like, jelly float, you need to die now. Alright, well, that was, like, hella unfortunate. It's over, so, like, it's fine. That could have been way worse. Like, kind of unnecessarily scary abduction den. Just really bad location on the jelly float. I didn't see him, so I didn't, like, prepare the bitter. Alright, next up we have secret testing range. Hopefully it can be in this guy. Good.